welcome back, and for today's video we're going to be concentrating on another square for the blanket. This one is going to be a grass square. I've actually called this crop circle. I kind of like the way it looks, and it kind of reminded me of crop circles, which is why I went with that name. So for this we are going to need some yarn, any colour green. In this particular blanket I'm using about 3 or 4 different colour greens, just mixing it up. Bent tip tapestry needle for weaving in your ends, scissors, crochet hook. I'm carrying on with my 4mm, and we will make a start on row 1. I'm going to start by doing a magic circle. And chaining 2, and then we are going to start with a double crochet into that space, and then we're going to do chain 2, and then we're going to do a cluster stitch of 2 stitches of 2 double crochets and a chain 2. So a cluster is go in as if to do a double crochet, pull up in a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, then yarn over again, pull through, yarn over, and then pull through 2 and then pull through 3, chain 2, pull through 2, pull through 2 and then pull through 3, and then chain 2. I'm just going to get myself some more yarn out, putting on my tension a bit. So we're going to go in, and in total we need to do 7 of these, but it will look as if we have 8, taking into account the first chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one's 7, and then this one, number 8. I've just chained 1 there for the second. I'm going to double check to see if I need another one. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a join to the top of the double crochet. So as you can see there, that is row 1. We're now going to move on to row 2. And to do row 2, we're going to start with a chain 3 and 2 double crochets into that space, then we're going to chain 1 and do 3 double crochets into the next space, and then we're going to chain 1, and we're going to repeat that all the way around. That's going to be 3 double crochets and a chain 1 in each space around. chain 1, and then we're going to join to the top of the chain 3, and then that is the end of round 2. So for round 3 we are going to start off with a chain 3, and then we're going to put in a double crochet into that first stitch. And then we're going to go into our next space, which is just here, and we're going to do 2 double crochets, and a chain 1 and 2 double crochets. Then we're going to go into our next space and we're going to repeat that. We're going to do 2 double crochets, a chain 1 and 2 double crochets. Into our next space, 2 double crochets, a chain 1 and 2 double crochets. And then we're going to go into our last space. We're going to do 2 double crochets, a chain 1, and then we're going to do a slip stitch with the top of the chain 3 from the previous from our first stitch. And this so far is where we're at. We have a circle. Okay, so we're going to move on to round 4, but before we start row 4 I want to point out a couple of things. So here we have a mixture of spaces and chain 1 spaces, and I want to make a point of these. So I'm going to zoom in a bit here so you can see what I'm talking about. So I just want to talk about this round before we dive in, and I want to say that we have got a series of spaces here. So we've got 2. So we've got a space here, and then here we have a chain 1 space, and we're going to be doing stitches in these but at different times. So let's just start, but I wanted to point out that we have a chain 1 space and a space. So we're going to start by doing a chain 3, and we're going to do a double. So we're going to start with a chain 3, then we're going to do a double into that space, into the same space, and then we're going to move over to this space and we're going to do 2 double crochets, and then we're going to move to the next space, into this chain 1 space, and we're going to do 2 half double crochets. And then we're going to move over to the next space and we're going to do 2 double crochets. Then in the next chain 1 space which should be your next space, we're going to do 2 doubles, a chain 3 and 2 doubles. Just going to have to let the nook in. Come on then. Come on then. Come on then. We are going to start with a chain 3, and then we're going to go back into the space which is just behind us, and we're going to do a double crochet, and then we're going to move into the next space, and in that space we're going to do 2 double crochets. And then we're going to move into what is a chain 1 space, and in that chain 1 space we're going to do 2 half double crochets, and then we're going to move into the next space and we're going to do 2 double crochets. Then we're going to work into the chain 1 space and we're going to do 2 double crochets, a chain 3 and 2 double crochets, all in that same space. Then we're going to work into our next space and we're going to repeat that from the beginning. So that's going to be 2 double crochets, 2 half double crochets in the chain 1 space, 2 double crochets in the next space, and then 2 double crochets, a chain 3 and 2 double crochets. Then we're going to repeat that again. Need some more yarn. Oh, what's happened there? Okay, well I had to cut that because sorry about that. My yarn got caught under my chair and I couldn't untangle it, so I've had to snip that off, so I'll have to deal with that later. So where am I at? I've just done a corner, 2 double crochet, right, so I'm working on 2 double crochets in this spot, 2 half double crochets, 2 double crochets, and then a corner, and then we're just going to work along this last edge here, just doing 2 double crochets, 2 half double crochets, 2 double crochets, and then in our corner stitch we're just going to do 2 double crochets, a chain 2, and we're going to join with a slip stitch at the top of the chain 3. And then that is now a square. But we've got one more round to go, so now we're going to start round 5. Now I'm just joining my yarn here because my yarn had broken. So let's just join my yarn, You wouldn't need to, you can just carry on, or if you want to change your colours you can do at this point. So I'm going to start with a chain 3 in the corner stitch, and then I'm going to do 2 double crochets. So that's a chain 3 and 2 double crochets. Then we're going to work into the next space, and in that next space I'm going to do 3 double crochets. Now in the next space I'm going to do 2 double crochets. In the next space, 2 double crochets. And in the next space we're going to do 3 double crochets. So you're basically mirroring what you've already done. So we've got our corner space, 3 double crochets, 2 double crochets, 2 double crochets, 3 double crochets, and then we're going to start working our corner, and our corner is going to be 3 double crochets, a chain 2 and 3 double crochets, and then we're going to come across our next space. In that space we're going to repeat what we did previously. That is going to be 3 double crochets, 2 double crochets, 2 double crochets, and 3 double crochets. And now we've reached our corner, so we're going to do 3 double crochets, chain 2 and 3 double crochets. We're going to work into our next space. We're going to do 3 double crochets, 2 double crochets, 2 double crochets, 3 double crochets, and our corner. Which is 3, chain 2 and 3. Into our corner, into our next stitch, and this is our last repeat now. We're going to do 3 double crochets, 2 double crochets, 2 double crochets, 3 double crochets, into our corner space. We're going to do 3 double crochets, chain 2, join with a slip stitch to the top of that chain, and there you have row 5 finished. I'm going to snip off my yarn. And there you can see, have I zoomed in? Because we seem to be very close. There we go. I didn't realise how close I was throughout that. And there you can see that is our next square in the blanket. Just going to put on that tail a bit. And thank you very much for joining me today, and don't forget you can check out these other videos just here. Up here we'll have a video which is the rest of the playlist for this particular pattern, and then the next one will be something else. I'm not quite sure. It could be crochet and chat, it could be speed crochet, it could be diamond painting, it could even be Lego building. I will make my mind up when I edit this video. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh God, I got worried then. I didn't think I was recording all of that.